We're back for another episode of The Official Visit, supported by StubHub. I'm Max Olson, joined by my best friend in the entire world, Ari Wasserman, and our colleague, Kennington Smith. We are in Athens, Georgia, the home of college football here the last 2 years, back-to-back national championships for the Georgia Bulldogs, and never been here before, Ari. Stoked to check this out.
SEC.
There you go.
SEC.
Yeah.
Am I doing it right?
You are doing it
Okay.
right. No, this is a place where I called home for 4 years, class of 2017, so I'm excited for you all to see the city.
Yeah, I just want to see what makes this place special.
This is The Official Visit, supported by StubHub. We are kicking this episode off on campus here. Kenny, where are we?
Yeah, we're at the Arch, and obviously the Georgia Athletic Department is known for the Power G logo, but University of Georgia, this is the logo. It's the Arch, 3 pillars for wisdom, justice, and moderation. And there's a tradition that we have on campus where you're not allowed to walk under the arch until you graduate. It's kind of a superstition that you won't graduate on time.
And one of the pillars is moderation?
Yeah.
It's one of the things that I've been really good at in life, so I'm excited to really kind of participate in that.
Believe it or not, this is where Georgia played its first football game in 1892. They played Mercer University, beat them 50-0.
So not much has changed in the last 150
Right.
years.
Chapel Bell is celebratory. So literally anytime anything good happens to you, you can come here and ring this bell, ace a test, successful marriage proposal. Obviously when Georgia wins, this thing is ringing all night.
I love it.
It's like the Liberty Bell, but no crack in it, huh?
Yeah.
That's the only other bell I know about. But
Yeah,
that's really cool,
that's
yeah.
all the bell content I've got for today.
Max, when you're in Athens, Georgia, there's one place to go get breakfast, Mama's Boy.
Everyone I texted said, hey, where do we got to go for breakfast? Unanimously, they said Mama's Boy. You've got all the Southern classics. When I see a cinnamon roll on the shared plates menu, I'm getting after it. All right.
Bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with potato. And we got another egg and cheese biscuit.
Dude,
Dude.
good morning.
Good morning, yeah. I've never seen
Look at
anything.
this glistening cinnamon roll.
Have you ever seen anything like that before in your life?
Take a picture because that thing's about to be destroyed.
gone, yeah.
Here you go, bud.
All right.
Ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
No regrets. A perfect biscuit. This is a vehicle to deliver all the breakfast foods you want.
Yeah.
Hard to beat. This is one of many stops we're going to make that is probably going to make clear to us why Georgia keeps winning national championships.
Yeah. Well, why don't we go get a closer look at that, get some more food, see some football stuff.
We can have a little beverage later
Have a little
on.
bevy later, and
Yeah.
then maybe get some more food after that. What do you think? All right, one of the first things that anybody who comes into the stadium does is does they do one of these if they get the chance to come down here?
If you're new, I don't do that anymore. Sanford Stadium hasn't been famous for big games lately. Georgia's biggest games have tended to be elsewhere.
Yeah.
And they tend to be like in Jacksonville, because Florida is their main rival. But it's just the atmosphere, a kind of religious experience.
Now, Ari, you're sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
I've heard, Seth, that UGA does have an air-conditioned panel.
He does. He has all the amenities that a dog could ever want.
I could go for an air-conditioned panel.
Yeah, I agree. I would love to go see that. Well, Max, in the state of Georgia, it's really nice that they have a air-conditioned doghouse for the animals. Humans, we got to rough it out here a little bit, but you know, UGA's royalty here.
After all that time in the sun, you ready to sneak in there and just grab a quick nap?
I would try to turn this thing on. It's 84 degrees in there, which is about 20 degrees cooler than it is out on the field.
But, you know, UGA deserves it.
A worthy setup, for
Yeah.
sure.
We have here plaques honoring each of the UGAs. Started, as you can see, in 1956, the same family, the Seiler family out of Savannah. And
Do
I
you get a
think
special collar
it's on
for
Boom.
the dog when you win a national title? Or
I don't think so.
like,
I think,
like a ring?
There should be
collar?
a gold
Yeah.
collar, I feel like,
Like a
right?
chain, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some diamonds in it?
and when they put up cues, it's going to be quite impressive.
Yes.
3 national championship game appearances, 2 national
Just,
championships.
played his in gold, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're joined now by Cedric Van Pran, the starting center and the preseason All-American for the Georgia Bulldogs. Cedric, thanks for taking some time with us today.
Thank you all.
This is our first time visiting Athens. What was it like for you first time you came out here?
I came out here for a camp. I just remember my dad and I being really amazed that they had a Canes, being a kid from New Orleans. I think what really shows this town to be like a college town is really just the community. So there's so many people that's in the community that kind of look out for us.
You guys have won a lot of football games here in your time at Georgia. What's it like if someone's coming to town for a Georgia game? What can they expect from a home game around here?
Expect it to be busy. I expect a lot of people to just, show hospitality. So it'll be a really, really cool experience for somebody to come, and see.
And then when that game kicks off, what's a home game at Sanford
Loud.
Stadium like?
Loud, extremely loud, but it's a good loud. Obviously, if you're one of us, it's a good loud.
Now at this point in your career, thinking about the Georgia that you came and visited and the Georgia that you're going to leave it, what is it like to be a part of that legacy of building this program?
It's truly amazing. It's a blessing. I couldn't have imagined it in my wildest dreams. Obviously as a kid, you say certain things. Like I can remember the college football playoff came to my high school, the trophy, the Natty Trophy. And I remember telling myself, I'll get one of those one day, even though I had never won a state championship up to that point. But, my eyes were fixated on that.
Really, really thankful for your time.
I appreciate y'all. What's been y'all favorite part so far?
Well, we're just getting started. Going Cali and Tito's in a little bit.
Cali and Tito's, yeah.
That's pretty close to here, right?
It's like right there.
Right there?
Across the street.
Should we just go right now, you think?
We're over here at Cali and Tito's, another highly recommended place. And we've got the whole crew here to have lunch.
Another one of my spots that was a go-to when I was on campus. Looking around the table, we all have different variations of food, so a little bit of everything.
When I think of Athens, Georgia, the first thing that comes to mind is Cuban sandwich.
It's a cosmopolitan town, like most university towns are.
What'd you guys get?
I got arroz japa, which is a Peruvian meal.
I got a Cuban sandwich as well, except I got mine with grilled chicken.
Are we going to just ignore how perfectly he pronounced his meal? Arroz japa in my face right now, if you're ready.
It's kind of.
I have not really had that many Cuban sandwiches in my life. I had one in Miami. That one was better than the one that I had in Miami.
Oh,
But I couldn't.
okay. Where to next?
Beer?
Here?
Beer?
Here.
Beer.
Well, fellas, this is the stop that I honestly was probably most excited about as the beer snob. We are at Creature Comforts, which is opened in 2014 here in Athens. They're known for the Tropicalia IPA and everything else on tap.
The Tropicalia, I believe, was the one that had product placement for it was drinking it in Avengers Endgame, if I have that right.
Good outdoor space here too.
Yeah, that's my favorite part. Summertime, springtime, you see a lot of people sitting out, playing cornhole, playing other games. They line up food trucks.
We all got something different here. I like the variety here. I went with the Tropicalia, the nice tropical hoppy IPA.
I got the Bebo, which is just a
Pilsner.
Just a Pilsner. I'm just kind of a Pilsner kind of guy, I don't get too cute with it.
And it made all the sweat go away.
Yeah, actually.
You were so sweaty before, and now you're fine.
I think it might be the 747 fan that's above my head here, but that's.
I got the Flannery, which is a Vit beer, because I'm a German beer snob.
Got Neon Cylinder, Sour Ale, Fruit Infused.
Cheers to that, huh?
Yeah.
Catching a vibe, right, Kenny?
Yes, sir.
Catching a vibe. We're here at Doggone Good Barbecue in Athens. This place is phenomenal. BJ, can you please tell us kind of how you got into this game?
The food game is something my grandmama taught me long before I actually did it. I should have done this at the age 18, 19, and 20, but I waited till I was 53. She never did let me put any of the recipes on paper because she said 53 years I probably would have lost them all, and I would have. But everything stayed up in my head.
Barbecue in the South is synonymous with, college football. I mean, what's it like to have built a business that is synonymous with Georgia football, two-time national champions?
People have been coming from everywhere to try the barbecue. Even like this year became our breakout year. We actually started feeding the Georgia Bulldogs. And them boys know how to eat, like 70 slabs of ribs, 45 pounds of pulled pork, 8 pans of macaroni and cheese, and 8 pans of banana pudding. They be putting it down. There's some big boys over there.
Clean plates and everything?
Yeah, man, they clean it up.
Max, it seems like there's a correlation between the rise of this program to being the peak of college football and your food.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen, yeah. What else we working with?
If you could eat one thing on your menu, what would be your order?
I'd have to have a pulled pork sandwich with some coleslaw on it and some mustard sauce and some vinegar.
Talk dirty to me, man.
Yeah, baby. I'm gonna talk dirty to you.
He said do both sauces.
He said
That
both
was his-
sauces.
okay.
That was the word.
No, that macaroni is smacking.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Your sandwich.
That's the one we're talking
I'm loving it, man.
Yeah, that was great. We are outside of the Georgia Theater, which is an intimate, awesome concert venue.
I mean, you can't tell the story of Athens, Georgia, or the University of Georgia without Georgia Theater. It's one of the most premier spots in this city. So many great artists have come through this facility.
This is kind of the marquee destination for downtown Athens. Athens is a small town, but it has a rich music history. REM, B-52s that are from this area. We've had a lot of big acts here over the course of the years.
Katie, you've had some wild nights here, huh?
Yeah, no, most definitely. Some of the ones that come to mind, Big Crit, Currency, Waka Flocka, YG was my personal favorite.
I just love how tight the space is. I feel like this is one of those spots that wherever you're standing, you're lucky to be here.
Oh yeah, that's what we go for in a general admission venue. There's not assigned seating in here. It's kind of get in where you fit in, truly rock and roll styles. This is one of my favorite little sneak peeks into the backstage.
Wow.
Where the bands that have played here kind of leave their mark on the cinder block. So nice little look into the past of some of the shows we've had.
Saturdays in the fall here, Georgia's got a home game. What is this place like?
Football is king here. This place will be packed to the gills. This upstage curtain will open up. We'll project the game onto there. We'll blast the sound through the PA so it's louder than it would be in the stadium. That's not true, but we like to think it is. It's very much a watch party kind of vibe. People come hang out, cheer on the dogs, and have a great time.
And I've heard, Caleb, very good things about this rooftop. Can we check that out?
Of course, let's do it.
Well, guys, a lot of people say that Athens is one of the best college towns in America. I think we got a good glimpse of why they think that, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just really glad that y'all got a chance to see a lot of what I experienced when I was an undergrad here. You know, what better place to cap it off than this, amazing rooftop at Georgia Theater.
As always on this tour, we ate well, we drank well, we saw a beautiful campus.
Yeah.
I am in my 30s, but part of me kind of makes you want to go back to 18 and turn back the clock and move into a dorm and start all over.
If I would have gone to Georgia, maybe I would have been a lawyer with a speedboat right now. Life is a straight line forward, and you can only spend it the way that you spend it. And I got to say, super happy to spend this day with you guys. I had a great time, and something I won't forget.
Yeah, for sure.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.